Well, I heard that she lived up there in Violet Hill in view of Drummond Cross. Drummond Cross isn't Drummond like, but it is under the direction of Drummond. And she lived there above. And it was her custom for to sit on a stone. And she'd be either knitting or sewing. And the mark of the needle and the mark of the temple was on the stone where she used to sit. And what I was told was that she used to murder horsemen. That was a lot of people would be travelling that road. That's before the line was made here above. That'd be a long time ago now. The line from the Crowe's Cross to the Nurses Cross was made before the famine, just in the 40s, before the famine, not along there. But anyway, she'd be there above. And what she'd do was that when the horsemen would be coming on horseback, she'd jump on the horse's back and she'd stab the horse rider. And of course he'd fall off and die then, and whether she used to keep the money he'd have her, whatever she do, I don't know, but it was the story anyway that she stabbed the horse rider. But it had happened so often anyway that the priest that was in the mills, I don't know what his name was, that he got a man that was picked for to outwit the witch. Yeah. So he got on, the priest told him for to get on the horse. He gave him a black handle knife, and he said as soon as the witch would get up for to stab the witch, and she'd probably say to him to draw back the knife. So the priest told him, don't draw the knife, he said, because if you do, she'll kill you. So he came along anyway, and the witch saw him approaching, so she came down along and she jumped up on the horse, and he stabbed the witch. And the Pitathailwee said to him, draw your knife, she said, and stick it again. No, he says, I won't, he says. Your sentence is, he says, to go down to the island in the centre of the lake. Rock Island is the name of the lake, but a lot of people at the present time, they call it Kimstone.
Kimstone?
Yes.
This is in Doon Lake?
Yes, but the Rock Island anyway, it was that time, but as I said, it is Kimstone they call it now, and that you'll be there for the remainder of time making soogans out of sand, and that you will be allowed to appear every 7 years for a brief period. So when I'm ever telling this story to children, I tell them that she is after 6.5 years since she appeared last.
So she's due in 6 months.
So